Welcome to the Temple Without Boundaries. I'm the Reverend Octavia Brooks, and I'm really happy to be with you here today for another Mother Mary webcast. Thank you so much for coming into the temple. To get started, I will start by opening the Temple Without Boundaries, and we've been through this before. First, I start by lighting a candle, and then I call upon the 7 directions. So, calling upon the element of air in the direction of east, calling all the allies, ancestors, archangels, protectors, and guides in east to be with us here today to help us create a container for this Mother Mary session. Hail and welcome to east and to air. Calling upon all the guides, guardians, allies, ancestors, protectors, and guides of west and of water, of south and of fire, calling south and fire and all the helpers and guides in south to please be with us here today and help us to bless this session with Mother Mary. The calling upon west and water and all the archangels, guides, allies, ancestors, guardians, protectors of west and of water, to please be with us here today as we open the temple and have the session with Mother Mary. Hail and welcome. And calling upon earth and of north, calling upon all the guides, guardians, allies, ancestors, protectors, guardians of earth, to please be here in this session with Mother Mary. Hail and welcome. Calling upon the great below, the heartbeat of the Mother Earth, feeling her consciousness beneath our feet, in the center of the planet beneath us, calling upon the great Mother Gaia to support us, protect us, and contain this session with Mother Mary. And calling upon the great above to bring the divine masculine principle with us in this session, calling upon the great electronic magical web of the internet to please be here, and all the webs of God consciousness, all the time, space, dimensions, people, and places from all the different directions and all the different dimensions, the great beyond. Hail and welcome, great above. Calling upon the blessed center here in our hearts, calling upon the blessed center, the integration point of all these different directions, bringing us together, bringing all these sacred elements and energies together here in center, connected with the portal of divine love that flows through every aspect of the universe. And in center, we ask the Temple Without Boundaries to please open her gates. Open her gates as wide as this internet audience will ever be, to create a vibrational container, an energy container for this session here with Mother Mary. And for all of you viewers, step into the temple now. Feel that vibrational shift so that we can have a greater experience with Mother Mary as she comes through for us today. So without further ado, and saying hail and welcome and thank you to the temple, I'd like to go ahead and say my invocation to Mother Mary, which is saying her prayer. Many of us learned it in our childhood as we studied Christianity, different aspects of Christianity. And this is how I ask her to open her doors inside me to come through for you and bring you blessings today. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray to God for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. I'm with you all today, my darlings, with messages of comfort and peace, tidings of peace and comfort. Everyone here has things they want, and you all deserve. Be with me now here in this temple. Be in your full-fledged glory. For human beings have an auspicious task. You are here converting yourselves to light, step by step, day by day, piece by piece. Many people are doing this work without knowing what they're doing. They're going through many, many experiences. And those who do know are going through even more experiences. Those who do know, the awakened ones, the light bearers, are carrying the torch. Some of you feel a great pressure. You're at the front of a wake like a boat. As more and more people join the boat, your workload will gradually become lighter. But in these times, perhaps for even as long as 5 or 10 more years, this generation is having a heavier load than some of the generations that will come behind. For those of you not aware of being light bearers, I most graciously express my gratitude for your work as well. Being with me here opens you further to receiving more light. And gradually, your job is to hold space for more and more people in your life. Those of you who feel stronger can help those who are weak. Let me carry you through on this wake. I am the river that you sail upon, the liquid sea, the clear, fresh lake. I support the boat of humanity. I cherish you, my children. Use my divine love to enable you to have faith, to have trust, to find resources inside yourself you were previously unaware of. Resources that can help with this catalyzation of change. Receive, receive, receive my divine graces on this day and on every day. I hold you in my arms. I spread my mantle over you, my children. Your souls are in my tender care, and I love you so dearly. Lean back into me like a cloud, like a giant pillow. Know that I'm there behind you. Remember in your tough times to feel me behind you, holding you in my arms. And I'm always there with you in your heart. I bring my graces into your heart. When you experience difficult times, look to your heart for consolation, for guidance, to help you make decisions. Learn and know and understand the messages of your heart. Yes, it's true, your minds are very powerful and also sometimes distracting from your true wisdom. When you listen to your heart, there's an entirely new language for some of you that is gentle, but also very clear. Think about someone you can train yourself to understand the messages of your heart by thinking about situations in a black and white way. Thinking about a situation where you had to tell a lie or do something that you know goes against your integrity. And think of that situation and then look inside your heart. And what does your heart say about you having to do that? And your heart will clench up and retract. And then think of someone that you really care about, that you really love. Think about a positive situation, a happy and good memory. And feel your heart swell with joy and expansion. Study your heart, my children. Remember that your heart is the conduit from your higher self, from your connection with the divine. Open your heart every day a little bit more. You can ask yourself the question, what would Mother Mary do in this situation? I'm laughing because I like the movement of what would Jesus do. It's a good question. It's a good question to ask. If you have doubts about what direction to take, if you have doubts about what is in integrity with the divine, then ask yourself, what would a divine being do in this situation? Think like a divine being, my children. It is your birthright. You're children of the divine. And as children of the divine, you are divine too. Therefore, you can love yourself. Love yourself like you love the divine. Open that portal of divine love in your heart. Reclaim your heart from any traumas or tragedies. Bring your heart fully online, fully present. You'll create a glow around yourself that will magnetize people to you, all different kinds of people, but probably people who need help. Open your heart to those people who need help. You may not have to say anything or do anything, but allow them to be in your presence. As you're in my presence today, they will be comforted by you. Whatever they're going through will get a little bit easier. Be my conduit. Be my channel into the world. Ask yourself, what would Mother Mary do? Call upon me. Call upon me to come through you. I'm bringing you a blessing now for your hearts. Implanting very soft, soothing vibrations into your heart for yourself, for your family, for those in your life to receive through you. Comforting and soothing your heart, bringing my divine graces in a very soft and gentle and soothing way. Bringing you warmth, tenderness, compassion. So much more of this is needed in the world. This is why I ask you to open your hearts to me and to let divine love flow through you into the world. As many minutes of the day as you can. As many minutes of the day as you can. Align with my vibration. Align with the vibration of Divine Mother, who cares for everyone, takes care of everyone in all humanity. I love you, my children. Let's create peace on this world together. Spreading through you and through the internet today, a blessing that circles the world. Wherever this internet goes, wherever there is electricity, my blessing is brought through on this network. travels through the airwaves, through the electrical circuitry, out of computer monitors, through the electronics and the technology inside the computer. I bet you didn't know I could travel this way, but I am everywhere. Surrounding the planet now in this beautiful cloud of divine grace, offering comfort to everyone who is suffering. Offering consolation. Unfortunately, suffering is part of the human condition right now, and it is very hard for me to witness. If I could take it all away, I would. But it is part of your growing pains. As a mother, I must watch my children grow in accordance with their own free will and the free will of their souls. And knowing that on average and overall, everything is progressing in a very positive direction. Everyone is growing and expanding from these experiences. And suffering is hard on the nervous system. So I bring my divine graces through these electronic circuits and through the electronic circuits in your own body to bring peace to your nervous system, peace to your soul, and wisdom to get through on your own wits as best as possible, to get through day by day. Growth and suffering. Suffering has some choice in it, just like growth. The degree to which you suffer has some choice. If you're in physical suffering, it's very hard to choose, and some people still manage to be role models for others who are suffering on the physical level. Having a broader perspective of their physical suffering hoping and praying that there is some higher good, having faith that there is some higher good and higher purpose in the suffering. As much as possible, I ask you to align with that hope, with the role models that these people who are suffering greatly have offered. Open yourselves to me in your suffering. And I will help you see a broader perspective. Comfort yourself inside my mantle. Call upon me. Wrap my mantle around you like a blanket, so that it can lift those tragedies out from the deepest parts of you, so that in the deepest parts of you can be a place of grace, of hope, of trust, and above all, of love. Suffering is suffering, but you are always, always, always loved. No matter what you're going through, love is always there for you. And that love is transformative. The New Age people talk about how important and how powerful love is. But unless you've really experienced it, I can understand why you would have doubt about that. And that's why I'm here to teach you lessons about your heart and about love. Deep, deep down at the very core of your being, the very core of your being is connected to the divine. And the divine is love. My love, God's love, Jesus' love, and all the world's gurus who love. And we are connected in union in this love. And that love is really what's underneath everything else in your whole entire being. Any suffering, any pain, any roller coaster ride, the fundamental, consistent part is love. I call upon you now to follow me down into your deepest, deepest parts of your soul and know this love. Connect yourself with that center of union that unifies all beings throughout all universes, throughout all galaxies. Know that deep part of yourself. It is the consistency. It is the boat on the rocky waters. It is your life raft. It is me. It is me. It is my hand offering for you to grab it. That firm anchor right there inside you. Infinite love right there inside you. For you, through any times of difficulty. And whenever you're able to let that light shine out of yourself, out of your heart, you're catalyzing peace in the world, creating comfort, creating strength in others. There is so much pressure in the world today. Internal pressures, physical pressures, emotional pressures. And the world looking the same and requiring all the same things: money, roof, job, all of those things that may not be needed in the future. But they cause struggle right now Have faith. Have hope. Have the knowing of your own divine self. Have the knowing. Have the knowing of the love that's inside you. Nurture that love. Commune with that love. Commune with that love in any of your prayers to any of your divine beings, gurus that you worship with. Always commune with that love. We are all one. We are all one, and I ask this internet to echo my words around the whole planet, creating a vibration of vitality, a vibration of a unified humanity, understanding the umbrella of love that we all live with and live under, insecurity. May my divine graces be forever with you. Helping you, enabling you to bring forth acts of love from yourself, surprising the world with your generosity. And you secretly know where it comes from. It comes from deep within. It comes from that clear and open channel between your divine self and your human self. A clear and open channel between your divine self and your open self and your human self. Made manifest today, here and now, my children. This is my gift for you today. Clear and open channel from your divine self to your human self, bringing the divine out into the world through every small act, every small gesture, through your posture, through your words, through choices made from your heart, rippling throughout your whole entire being, and creating a beautiful vibration in your energy field, which extends so far out beyond you that one person in a neighborhood activated in this way can lift the spirits of everyone in the neighborhood without being aware of it. As many minutes of the day, my children, as you possibly can, stay in this connection. Lift yourself up. Have hope and encourage hope. Let me be with you. Let me be your guide. Many, many gifts of love for you. You're my precious ones. My precious, precious ones. And I thank God for sending you to me. I thank God for having you in my field. And I thank God for those of you who are awakened to the fact that you are in my field, that I am taking care of you. Enjoy your beingness. I see each of you so clearly. Cherish you so deeply. I will nourish and feed you every minute of every day throughout the end of your days in this human lifetime. Let us be partners in this world of peace. Let us create this world of peace together. Find a symbol that you can carry with you, if possible. It may be something you can put in your pocket, or a necklace or a bracelet, something that can be on your person. To help you remember these words that I am bringing you today. It's in our daily actions that we bring blessings or harm to others. And the world is very vibrationally sensitive right now. Things are fragile. I think people are experiencing their friends around them going through a lot. And some people are experiencing greater abundance than they ever have and coping with that, even though it sounds easy. If you never had it before, it's a big deal. And some of you are watching your friends go through tragedies. The way through is to remember me. The way through is to remember your divine nature. The way through is to be gentle with people. Create no harm, thereby ending any additional karma coming upon you. Keep yourself pure. Do not blemish yourself with your actions, with your words. Keep your thoughts pure too if you can. And this is why I ask you to get a symbol, have a symbol in your life that reminds you to stay in the purity of integrity with your divine self, so that you can bring that divinity into the world and maintain this pure and open channel. But should you stray, should you have a phase where you're unfortunately falling, things get too much, come back to this video and watch again and reattune and realign. Carry your symbol, say my prayer, watch this video, and remember who you truly are. Remember who you truly are. You're a child of love, a being of love. Every part of you is made out of love, made from love. You're made in God's image. God created us. Remember, soften yourself. Compassion is glorious. It has a very high vibration. It's interesting that something can have such a high vibration that is perceived as so subtle. But it's very powerful. Compassion nurtures. It nurtures the deepest parts of people's souls. And when their souls are nurtured, then they can also bring out divine love and nurture others. They can connect with their deepest well of resources inside themselves to get through so much more than they ever conceived was possible. To avail themselves of resources beyond what they ever thought was possible. Compassion. Compassion encourages and it makes people feel seen. People are known through your compassion. People are witnessed. Their trials are witnessed. Being witnessed is very powerful. I realize that so much of what I talk about is from a feminine perspective. The mothers have a disciplinarian side to them as well. And so this is where the difference between compassion and codependency exists. People are destined to live their own paths. As much as it might pain us to watch difficult choices being made by others, they need to have their experience. People learn in the ways that they learn. So compassion is where you can draw the line. Witnessing is where you can draw the line. You don't need to go into their field. You don't need to help them out with their lives. It is their experience. Compassion, being seen, being witnessed. This is really as much as you need to do. There's always more you can do, but that's the minimum. You can pray, call for me to help these people, and I will come and help them. But as far as using your energy, compassion. Thank you, my children. I'm going to, this is Octavia, I'm going to check the chat room. My children, thank you for being with me today. I love you. I honor your path. I am with you always. That is all I have to say today. Back to Reverend Octavia. Some very deep teachings today. So I'm going to say thank you very much for coming into the Temple Without Boundaries. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.